And joining me live now from London is Dan Thisdell, features editor at the weekly magazine Flight International. So Dan, we've got this warning today from IATA, warning of massive revenue losses for airlines this year. And we've got Flybe collapsing on the same day. In terms of a possible domino effect, I mean, how fragile would you say that the airline industry is right now?
Well, I think the thing that's important about the Flybe case is that you had a regional carrier. It's a very different situation than the big sort of mainline carriers that, your British Airways and such, who fly much larger aircraft, typically over much larger distances. The economics are just not in favor of the airline running small aircraft on routes where, however important they may be for local economies, don't have large passenger numbers. The per seat costs and such are very, very difficult, and Flybe's finances over many, many years now have reflected that.
So you're talking about a possible turning point for the airline industry. I mean, what type of effects do you think that the coronavirus outbreak is going to have on the airline industry?
Yeah, I think we have to try to look beyond coronavirus. It's a sort of black swan event, obviously, that has some very significant impact over some period of weeks, maybe a few months. Obviously it's theoretically possible that it could last longer than that, but a lot of planning seems to be looking at the summer returning to normal. But looking further afield, it's interesting to note that we've got events being canceled, conferences and such, and at the same time people are starting to ask, well, how important is it to have these conferences? Next year, will they be as heavily attended as they have been? So other aspects of travel that are starting to be an issue. Oil prices are rising. That means fuel prices rise. That means the pressure on airlines' profit margins gets very, very difficult. So we've gone for a few years now where interest rates have been essentially zero. So you could afford to finance your fleet, buy new aircraft. You can invest in more fuel-efficient aircraft. But unfortunately, a lot of those underlying conditions may be changing just at the same time as we see possibly a high watermark, at least in growth, for passenger volume. So I think airlines that have made a lot of plans based on assumptions of strong growth in the number of passengers, it's got to start changing.
Right. Dan Thisdell, features editor at the weekly magazine Flight International. Thank you so much for joining us here on Euronews Now.
Thank you.